Hello, Mallards. It is Tuesday. You have a rare appearance from Jordan.
Rare, yes.
Yeah, because Jordan and I
You save your
are,
best cameos.
I
for
really do.
Special occasions.
Jordan and I are at Dr. Phillips seeing My Fair Lady. And here's the thing about us coming to this show, is that we have now both seen the film.
But only like a month ago?
Yeah.
Something like that.
We watched the film about a month ago.
First time for both.
And had not seen it. But I'm really glad we watched it before we came to the show.
I would have been unable to contain myself.
Yeah, because this show is wild. It centers around...
This show has everything.
It centers around Eliza Doolittle, who is a poor... No one... You
all know My Fair Lady.
A squished cabbage leaf. And a gutter snipe. I can't remember the word that comes before that, though. Essentially, she's a street vendor who a professor takes a liking to because he thinks that he can turn her into a lady by changing the way she speaks. And it's fun for me because I just saw Pretty Woman here a couple months ago, and, you know, same story, different dressing. But this show is insane. It's not quite as bad as Tootsie, which I didn't feel should be staged ever again in our current climate. But a lot of the things that Higgins says are so... Like, he says she should be shot in, like, the first 10 minutes.
He is a villain.
Yeah, he's a villain. The villain of this story is definitely Professor Higgins. And
he's
he's
not treated as a villain.
Yeah, he's treated like a potential romantic lead, which he's not.
Someone we are clearly supposed to, like, admire.
But he's evil.
Correct.
He's definitely evil.
Eat the rich.
Yes. Yeah, he's got that kind of, I'm really, really smart, and therefore I high IQ, low EQ sort of thing going on. In the film... we thought that he and Pickering were definitely a couple, and so we were like a little bit more forgiving. And here, I still think Pickering is gay, but
For
Higgins
sure.
is not really giving it back as much as he was in the movie. These two performers don't have the same chemistry.
I think it's the age difference as well. In the film, they were much closer in age.
Oh yeah, and here these performers are different.
Higgins is actually a little more age appropriate for Eliza. It's a little less creepy there.
But he's a little less age appropriate for Pickering, and that really is the only couple I'm into. However, the race is the best part of this. Ascot, is that what it is?
Yes.
Yes. The race at Ascot was the best part of Act 1. It is far and above the best part of the film. It is maybe one of my favorite scenes in a musical ever, because it's absurd.
It's the rich man's Frug before that was invented.
I just love nothing more than a bunch of people just very straight-faced singing about how excited they are and watching a horse race with this level of enthusiasm. It's phenomenal.
It was like we rehearsed that.
It really worked out well. But it's a silly little show, and we're having an enjoyable time. The audience does seem to like it. They find Higgins much more entertaining than we do. They laugh at a lot of the things that I think he says that are horrible.
Entertaining. In the way that, like, King Joffrey is entertaining.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. He's got Joffrey vibes, you're right.
Yes. Like you're clearly watching a sociopath at work. But it's amusing because it's not happening to you.
Yeah. I will say that the
love to hate
song
them.
that Eliza sings about how she just you wait, Henry Higgins, where she's going to order the king to chop off his head. Having seen the whole show before, I was like, yeah, you go, girl. I hope that works out for you. So now we're going to go enjoy,
Watch,
Act 2.
be present for.
Yes, we're going to be present for the second act. The performers are really good. And the spotlight operators are on point, which is not always the case in opening night, so I feel like I should mention it. They've been hot. It's been good the whole evening.
It's the little things.
It is the little things. Act 2 is over. The performers in the show have been phenomenal. The vocalist, the girl who's playing Eliza, has an incredible voice, and I really, really liked listening to her. Having Henry Higgins be younger is really interesting. She does make a comment that I don't think she makes in the film, where she's like, "You're closer to my age than Captain.
Colonel Pickering.
Than Pickering is," which I feel like was not made in the film because Pickering and Higgins were much closer in age.
Was old. I think he's dead.
Us shipping Pickering and Higgins in the film was kind of us being cheeky, but in this musical,
It's almost more
Pickering
explicit.
is not subtext gay.
Yeah.
He is gay.
Yeah.
Like, they've just made that decision. But they haven't really made Higgins gay, but we still ship
it's
them.
unrequited.
Yeah. Poor Pickering. But also Pickering, you can do so much better. Everyone can do better than Higgins. The show is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It doesn't necessarily make sense. Eliza's father just is weirdly there. He's I think we discussed during intermission, he's maybe a clown in Shakespeare. And so he gets his own little side subplot. And Freddie also sleeps on the street for 4 months, we think. Because he just hangs out on her street every night. And he doesn't have a job because he can't get a job.
I don't think. Well, okay.
It's
How is
confusing on
he-
whether or not he has money.
Yes. How is he at the races with the rest of the rich people? But then it's implied for pretty much the rest of the show that he doesn't have any money.
Yeah. So we're not really sure. We're confused by
Weird
Freddie's
character.
existence. And I think the show is confused by Freddie's existence and doesn't know what to do with him. But the performers are great. The guy who was the Hungarian, hilarious. I thought that he was fun.
Yeah.
And I also really enjoyed the ball scene. I thought that was really fun. There are things about the show I really like. I think the choreography is awesome. I think that the ascot scene should be
The
the
whole
only
show.
thing in the show. I'd watch a whole show that was just an early scene of him
They're gonna start, getting
setting
inside this
up,
building.
and then just the ascot scene over and over. But we're going to head out, and I end my videos by blowing a kiss. Think you can handle it? I'll see you tomorrow.